Hello everybody, it's Max with Crypto Talk Now. On yesterday's video in regards to Jasmy and the Quant connection through Overledger with Hyperledger Fabric, we were able to confirm some things that at the time seemed like they were speculative. Well, how about this for size? Not trying to do a 2-day in a row Quant and Jasmy teamed up together type of video, but at the end of the day, you can't make this stuff up. This is quite the whopper, to say the least. So without further ado, let's just jump right into today's finding when it comes to connecting the dots for Jasmy and Quant again. You're not going to believe this. Here we go. So check this out. And man, oh man, I want to start things off, which is, of course, this outline, and we'll give you guys the icing on the cake at the end. So as you guys are aware, Hara, you should be familiar with him. He is the CFO and CEO over at Tokyo Token. I should say he's the CFO over at Jasmy. So, he has two positions basically, right? And, if you've been following him on crypto Twitter, you understand that he is pretty much the face of Jasmy, who, does a lot of the PR work, if you will, and so on. He does AMAs and whatnot, right? But one of the key things that you see mentioned here on his profile for Twitter is that he specializes, for instance, in audit and finance. Now, just think about that for a moment. I want to show you this. He has this profile over on jasmy.co.jp, right? And, a lot of you guys have gone over to the site and so on, so it's not like I'm speaking to the choir here. You may be thinking, why point some of these things out? This video will not be that long. We'll get to that here in a bit. So, as you can see, after passing the JICPA examination 2008, Mr. Hiroshi Harada, aka Hara, joined Kpmg, AZSA LLP. Now, you may be wondering, okay, where are you going with this, Max? Well, look at what it says here. He has been engaged in statutory auditing for the listed companies across industries, including broadcasting, construction, and manufacturing, as well as IPO support services, so on and so forth, right? He is a key player for Jasmy especially, but again, the auditing, what he provides as far as even being a certified public accountant, right? He's a CPA. Check this out. Just to pound it home a little bit more. Kpmg, who are they? Well, like it shows right here, they specialize in a few different industries and provide services and so on. But, at the end of the day, look who they're tied into. Asset management, right? Understand that Hara is part of Jasmy, and it is all about digital assets, right? Like it says, working with asset management firms, from institutional investors to wealth management, helping them make bold decisions required for future success. Even government, insurance, energy, banking, capital markets, life sciences, right? All sorts of different industries. Tax and legal, audit and assurance, right? Kpmg definitely stands out. All right, let me jump over to this. Did you know a while back, in September 2022, there was a Q&A from Binance in regards to Jasmy CFO, who is Hiroshi Harada, on Jasmy Coin's, future and so on, right? So they had this back and forth Q&A, and I want to show you this. All right, I'm just going to get to the good stuff. Some of you guys probably seen this. So it said, before joining the team, Mr. Harada, aka Hara, specialized in audits and IPO at Kpmg as a Japanese CPA. He got into the blockchain/crypto space after joining Jasmy. Now, when I finally get to the good part, you will better believe it, but I had to give you this outline. Kpmg is the main focus that you want to take away from this. And last but not least, here is the icing on the cake. Boom, you can't make this stuff up. Straight from Quant Papa. Oracle confirms Quant works with who? Kpmg. Who worked for Kpmg? Mr. Hara himself of Jasmy. Let's go ahead and play this. Unbelievable, to say the least, right? Especially 2 days in a row when it comes to these findings. So, have a listen. Here we go.
Blockchains are powerful, but imagine how powerful they would be if they could all talk to each other. Hi, it's Mike Stiles, and this is Meet the Startups, brought to you by Oracle for Startups. When you consider that blockchain brings enterprises security, traceability, and transparency, you wonder why adoption hasn't been much broader. One reason is different blockchains can't talk to each other. It's an interoperability issue. Solving that issue is the Oracle for Startups partner Quant Network. Its product, called Overledger, is a blockchain operating system designed to provide any network in the world a gateway to all other blockchains. With that power, companies can develop new solutions by incorporating features from multiple blockchain applications. Major European firms like SIA and Kpmg are using it to bring blockchain's advantages to the financial sector. For instance, SIA can bridge blockchains for cross-platform applications and services like notarization, payments, and know your customers requirements. For Kpmg, Quant developed on the Oracle Blockchain Platform Cloud Service, which delivered superior results to other clouds. Meet the Startups asked Quant Network CEO Gilbert Verdian why Oracle provides such an advantage over those other clouds.
It's refreshing. AWS is a bit more proprietary. You have to use a lot of AWS versions of features and products. If you have a client that doesn't use AWS, there are a lot of custom integrations. Oracle's approach is a data center in the cloud with standard services. You're just spinning up instances, nodes, and VMs, and they all natively operate the same way. It's more compatible and backwards compatible with enterprise environments in our experience.
Is your startup ready to scale with powerful cloud computing capabilities? Take a look at Oracle's startup program at oracle.com/startup.
All right, a little bit more in regards to this. And again, shout out to Quant Papa. So check this out. Couldn't just make it just a Jasmy video. Got to have, the quant aspect of it and so on, right? Check this out right here. Quant Kpmg. Check out this interview with the one, the only Gilbert Verdian. Here we go.
Looking to create revenue out of this. I mean, we're looking to continuously improve the platform. We want to reinvest a lot into the technology, and we're in it for the long term. We've got a 5-year roadmap of what we need to develop and what we need to do for the platform, but also on top of the platform. We've got customers that we're looking to build some software as a service applications. One of them is a regulator. They want us to provide a KYC AML view of blockchains and the transactions that happen on all chains. And so we want to give them that compliance view across chains. So that's one of our products that we'll develop. The team are all professionals. We've been working, in government and enterprise for quite a while. So we've done everything at a very high standard. And so we've been very close to the regulator in Switzerland. We're using Kpmg to do all of our regulatory compliance, all the stuff around tax, etc. So one of them is a regulator. They want us to provide a KYC AML view of blockchains and the transactions that happen on all chains. And so we want to give them that compliance view across chains. So that's one of our products that we'll develop. Kpmg to do all of our regulatory compliance. One of them is a regulator. They want us to provide a KYC AML view of blockchains and the transactions that happen on all chains. And so we want to give them that compliance view across chains. So that's one of our products.
Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, when I saw this, I was just blown away by it, because you know what? It's one thing to be a person that connects the dots, obviously. And it's another to basically recognize some of the things that Gilbert Verdian has mentioned here. So again, Hara, his background with auditing and also being a CPA and so on. We're talking about that, regulatory compliance like Gilbert mentioned. They recently applied for that patent in Japan. I mentioned before it would be something else to have, for instance, Jasmy work with Quant and vice versa. At the end of the day, it's just unbelievable. You can't make some of this stuff up. There's the evidence, plain as day, and 2 days in a row. Wasn't planned this way, I'll be honest. Was not planned this way, but when you have people like Quant Papa just dropping the bombs left and right, I don't know what to say. I'm almost speechless at this particular point. Like I mentioned, Mr. Hara, let's make this thing happen. And if anything, maybe it will behind closed doors, let's be honest, because of NDAs. But, oh, man. Oh, unbelievable. But boom, there you go. And I just cannot thank Quant Pop enough for his deep dive research. I mean, he does it probably better than anybody when it comes to finding some of these things. So, very impressive. And at the end of the day, like I mentioned before, Mr. Hara, we love you, man. But you know what? The ball is in your court with Quant, especially, and Jasmy. I just would love to hear at some particular point that you guys got together with Mr. Gilbert Verdian of Quant or Martin Hargreaves or somebody like that and made Jasmy in the future interoperable with Quant's Overledger. So with that said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's quick video in regards to connecting the dots. Jasmy and Quant, my goodness. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you enjoy a live show where we go over things like this on a daily basis, come join us at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for more Crypto Talk Now. That's it for today's video. You all have a blessed day. We'll see you on the next one.